So, you know, I've been thinking about doing this for a long time. By the way, the video that we had, I couldn't do it. I didn't want to have to do all this all over again. Because literally it crashed. I did that. For all that progress we made. Anyway. So look, the crystal, blah, 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 blah. Okay, get a little of this, get a little of that. So anyway. Yeah. So he got something that we can't have yet, but we will later on in the game. If you didn't know, I don't think he tells you what it is until later on. Anyway. You know, not that I'm trying to spoil the game, but like it really matters at this point, because we're just doing round 2 now, trying to do it properly. You know, I actually want to go ahead and save here, just in case it does that for whatever dumb reason. That fight could have gone better, but I didn't do it right, so it doesn't really matter anyway. At least this way, if I, you know, have to start all over. You know. I don't know why it's doing that. It didn't used to crash whenever I had this on fast speed. I just, you know, I know it would have crashed, but it wouldn't be that bad for crying out loud. So, I'm doing this one at a time. Anyway. I might go ahead and do Final Fantasy VII, I don't know yet. But I want to finish off Pokemon. But that's going to be a different thing when I get to quit crashing. All the things to do. I hate that when it does that crap. Gotta crash, gotta crash, gotta crash. Let me see if I can crash for you. You want to see if I can crash? Boom! Crash. Anyway. So, basically, I don't know. Maybe it just doesn't like it when I have too many games. I don't know. But either way, it doesn't really matter anyhow, so... I mean, at least it... You know, and it also makes it easier. You don't have to do it, but it makes it easier when you have to go out so you don't have to fight that. But... if you can do this pretty good enough, and you go in here, you go up that way. That's only for, like, if you're doing the seed run, which we're going to be doing anyway once we go get another character. Phoebe, or Phoebe, as I call her, because I don't really care. Never was a good translation for her, like most games. Yeah, and a lot of these characters will say the same thing. Yeah, if you're tired, okay. Yeah, and, yeah, can you save all 4 crystals? I don't know, maybe. No, that's not possible, even though actually it is. I want to say there's, even though it's like, it's a spoiler at this point, and you wouldn't know it if you actually started the game all over. It would just be like, oh, by the way, there's 5 crystals, I believe. And, so the thing is, like, this guy right here will tell you the same thing about Kali. Yeah, see, so you talk street spirits, whatever. Come here. Thanks for saving us in the trees. I don't hardly ever talk to this guy. Go save the crystals. Well, I will, but we can only do one at a time, so we only do that. So let's go have a chat with little Missy over here. See what she has to say. Look, I'm a little girl again. See, that makes more sense to me when you do it in that voice. And, let's go talk to this dude. It doesn't matter when we do it, so... I want to hear Mac's stories again. Now, who is Mac? I don't know. I mean, like, if you're starting at the beginning and you didn't know about it, yeah, it'd be like, oh, well, I don't know who the hell that is, you know. Hurry and give Kelly the medicine. So I don't know who the hell. Why we give so many names, but we don't give her a name? I can understand random NPCs, but, you know. Let's play. Is it really you? Here's the elixir. Here's the elixir. Thank you. Now I can visit Spencer and Aquaria. Why don't I go to Aquaria first and look around? Where is it? It's the Focus Tower and to the northeast. So yeah. So we actually want to save here. And yeah, we're gonna be getting some seeds. We won't need too many for the one dungeon, but another one for like so many there. So yeah, we'll try and do what we can here. So I'm not gonna go in there by myself. No. We're like a little too underleveled for that right now. We know that we could easily take them on, but we have Earthquake, but it doesn't really matter. Well done, demo player. Remember, Captain Mac will be crucial to your quest. A girl named Phoebe or Phobie can help you. But I'm going to Aquaria. Maybe you'll find her along the way. Yeah, so that guy is very essential to this game. That, you know, he actually has random times that he'll pop up and says some things that are kind of, you know, useless, but at the same time, you know. Did we get that coin? I hope we did. Yeah, good, because I don't want to have to go all the way through that dungeon. That's the one thing you don't never want to do. I mean, I say that there's no wrong way to play it, but I mean, you can if you want to, but I wouldn't recommend it because then you have to go in back and by yourself. And because I'll tell you that if you're gonna go in by yourself, you better be prepared to lose many times. That's just the way it is. Now there's something over here, and over there, but we can't worry about that. Now we got our next spell, which is fire. Sadly, fire doesn't do us any good right now. At this point, the only thing that's good enough for spells and stuff is going to be Phoebe or Phobie, because we're not well equipped yet. So Libra Temper. Now you might see that right there is that we can't get access to that till we go in there. So yeah, we got our stuff here. Yeah, we only got our access to the Focus Tower, which gives us unlimited access, but we don't have to worry about monsters and stuff. Hi. It's hopeless. I give up. Aquaria is frozen. People are sick. Grandpa is trapped. Wait, have you heard of a man named Spencer? Why, he's my grandpa. What luck. Let's go free him. But we can't. I'm going home. Hey, what's your name? Where are you from? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm Phoebe or Phobie from Aquaria. You are Phoebe or Phobie, then I'm going with you. Dun, 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 and then it does the thing that it could easily be copyrighted, so I can't turn it on. Sorry about that, folks. So yeah, and now we got to go in here and then, you know, Aquaria, and then she goes, yeah, she look at that, it's level 15. What do you want, dude? The monster in the ice pyramid makes itself invisible. Ah. So, Phoebe or Phobie, where's Spencer trapped? In the tunnel he was digging under here. The dirt is frozen solid, so he can't get out. Can't we melt it? Not until we get wake water from the Spring of Life. But a monster in the Wintry Cave stole the last temple. I mean, so... temple? What? Anyway, you mean the life crest? Temple? Okay. Anyway, we have to go to get that, whatchamacallit, crest back right? Right, to the Wintry Cave! And now we get to do this. So... it doesn't really matter when you decide to max out health potions and stuff. That's one thing I'm going to try and do before the end of the game and stuff. Is like, a monster in ice pyramid up in the north is draining the power of the crystal of water. Yeah, I like the way we get clues. And there's also this over here that means absolutely nothing. That I think you can only do it now if you want to. But it's not really worth it anyway. There's nothing there to worry about. So let's talk to you. How about buying my steel helmet for 200? Okay. Yeah. I hope you're happy with the steel helm. Oh, I am. There's a magic mirror which reflects the images of monsters. So, and here's another thing. That we might as well go check out while we're here. Come on, move. Move. Please. Thank you. Thank you. And there's somebody up here. I looked it up, and they're saying, which I don't believe. I mean, it's possible, but you know, like this guy right here, he'll disappear once we've saved this aquarium. The cold air made Grandma sick. So, yeah, I don't know what the hell his deal is, why he disappears, but he just does. So, like most people do in this game, and there's also a Mystic or Cyclone as well. The ice doesn't melt even when heated. Yeah, it's a special kind of ice. I don't need your explosives, sir. All the healing herbs are frozen, so I can't make my cure potion. Yeah, I don't really care. So at this point, you could take a nice, but we don't need one. As a matter of fact, if you're low on funds, even though it's like a long trek, just go all the way back to Foresta. You'll be fine. Also, at this point, we do want to fight a battlefield, which would be handy. So I'm going to go ahead and save here. And also want to get rid of some states here. Yeah, let's get rid of that one. I think we have far too many there, like save states or whatever, for whatever reason. Yeah. So. So I am actually going to save state here. Onto one. I think it's going to be this battlefield here that we actually want. So I'm actually going to put myself in defense, which is something I hardly ever do, but I recommend. Because, you know, there's that. Yeah, and those guys are gonna knock me out, Scorpion. They're new enemies, but we've seen them already, so this playthrough is not about seeing old enemies. This is about getting it through here. Yeah, see how weak we are? Like it really matters. Yeah, so we'll be able to get more stronger. And like I said, this is 100% run, so yeah, I'm gonna actually have her do. Yeah, Mint is okay. That was kind of lame. Okay, so what are we looking at for GP? Let's see, GP 1041 is there. Let's go to. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, I'm glad that those guys are weak against that. So what we can do now, since we don't have to constantly go through things, is I'm going to go all the way back to Forza, since it's free to, you know, go all the way over there to save us on some gil for now. We can start using inns at some point. We will. Because it'll be easier and closer. But right now, I'm trying to save enough because there's armor I want to buy. I don't really want to have to buy it, but I'm going to have to because it's part of the game. And I think there's a weapon as well you got to buy as well, but either way. Can't remember what it's called, but it's something. It's part of 100% of the game. Even though we don't really need to buy it, and I'm going to do it anyway, because I am 100%ing this thing. Yeah. Yeah, I should be doing the seed run right now, but I'm not going to. So I want to finish off this thing over here. Matter of fact, let me look at my status. Yeah, ooh, nice. See, didn't even have to worry about it taken out from our paycheck there. That's good. So the more we have, the more better off we are. Or not our paycheck, but our gold. And go pretty fast here. Yeah. See, Phoebe's pretty much more faster and stronger about taking them out. So I'm going to go ahead and do the... I should actually be using Fun Fire anyway. What am I thinking? Because, you know... There we go. Now we don't have to worry about them taking us down. So... We also need to level up again, so that's a thing. Yeah, there we go. Got to level 9, even though she's like at 680. So we have to heal up again before we go over there into Wintry Cave, which is fine. We can do that. One more to go. Yeah, that's what I like. Alright, so we got the magic ring. That's not bad at all. It helps us up even more, so we're going to go on. And we're also going to save here, just in case. Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to stop here before you know it. So either way, let's go on back down to Forest and save us on a little bit of cash. Gold, I mean. Like I said, there's not much point to this field. There is another star field that I believe has something in it. Just a couple of them. I know one of them's going to be when we go to get Reuben, or at least a couple of them are. And one's going to be over there, over where we got Phoebe or Phoebe. But we can't get to it right now. Not until we get through to... I want to say it's like either before or after. I've always had where I actually did it afterwards because I remember that's how I got able to get to it. But you know, like after I saved the third crystal or whatever, you know, not gonna be hard at all. So, you know, we should actually be going after the the seeds because we need seeds. As we're going to be taking out a lot of enemies. We could skip to them, but we're still going to need seeds anyway. No matter how you look at it. So that's going to be something we're going to do right now. The good thing for you guys is that I'm not going to fight all the enemies because I don't need to now. Since I've done it only once. And that's fine with me. Yeah, I'm going to get all of them up there and everything before I go take on the final enchilada of this entire place. So, you know. Let's go take you on. All I have to do is just take through a bunch of enemies here. Actually, I think I know what we're going to do is here. This earthquake. We don't need her for this, you know, but you know. Yep. Just better to be safer than sorry. So we'll go that way and then we'll go this way. We got lots of protection now. So, you know. And I don't think Tristram's armor ever does update, nor does anybody else. So, but I do know that they can get some, sometimes some different amenities or something that they wouldn't normally have when they first start out. Yeah. Now we have to take on at least these two. It's like 4, you know. Four enemies here that we're going to have to take on. Yeah, that was kind of stupid. I didn't mean to push the fence there. Let's do that. If I have to, I'll use up the seed I have. It doesn't really matter anyway, because we're going to be... well, I'm going to use sword against you. Sword seems to be more effective anyway against the bone guys anyway. Yeah. And then there's this. And I'm going to use... yeah, let's use Cure, because I think he's weak against that. Yep, he's weak against zombie attack. It's good, because that means I don't have to worry about using up an earthquake spell. Yeah, I'll have to do this until I can get, like, you know, whatever. Seed. You know, I forgot to even go over there and get to that chest over there. I don't even think I even got this chest. That's not bad. So let's go ahead and save again. And we'll do this rinse and repeat until we have enough seeds, and which we're not going to have enough seeds right now. 4 seeds unfortunately doesn't count because you have a lot you got to go through. Plus you got to have, you got to use spells, whatnot, that kind of thing. I already feel like the thing's starting to give on me. This is what happens when you don't have battery cover. Anyway, for a bloody phone. Which I've never really noticed that ever before when it, for whatever reason. Come on. And I also don't, someone has always said, don't ever touch batteries, right? Well, I've been touching it all along. I've been alright. Probably shouldn't be touching it at all, but it's not hard. It's not easy to do. Without, because you got to be able to hold the screen and whatnot. So we're just going to go over here and go heal up, move. Thank you. I'll use a seed if I have to, but otherwise, no. Yeah, no, I'm not going to stop it here. But I will go ahead and save again. I know it's pretty silly and presumptuous, but I'm going to do that. So let's go ahead, Phoebe. Oh, I forgot you are. How did you get on auto? I don't like putting you on auto. I've never cared for auto. Like, I know some people care for it, but I don't. I'll never put it on auto, no matter what. There's nothing in this world that would ever convince me to put it on auto. It would be good if it wasn't a waste of things, which I've had to do that, so, and I don't like that. So let's go ahead and take you down with an earthquake. I only need her for the upper echelons of monsters and stuff. So I'm ready to put cure on you. Even though that sometimes it's just, if you get like 3 of them, it's just better to use earthquake because it will miss sometimes, and that's not a good thing because they also have the tendency to, put confusion on you. That's just how it is. But if you have one, see if you can't use at least, a weapon. This will get us to level up, but I'm not trying to level up. So, Nice. Okay. Now I'm going to do that. Earthquake also works on that one dude over here. I can't think of what they're called. I think like Minotaur zombies or whatever. Yeah. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that since and basically, because they're not exactly weak against it, but it will tick them out. It's like that. So, and the higher that you get into the game of the echelons, Earthquake can be somewhat still effective, but it's still not as powerful. It's not like there's an actual thing called Mega, Earthquake, or you can get more powerful throughout the game. This is the one game that I know of where Earthquake does not get any more powerful than it probably would be, or should be. Yeah, this is the seed run. You have to do it this way constantly, because you're gonna need seeds, especially if you want to 100% the game, like I'm doing. 100% of the game is not, oh, well, we're going to skip out stuff. I realize I'm kind of speed running it, but, it's not anything special. So I'm going to go ahead and save again. Preempting this thing so it, doesn't screw me over. So, anyway. Alright, so... Yeah, I could go over there and go get my rest of my ammunition, but I'm not worried about that. I'm gonna go heal up, and then we're gonna hit the dungeon again. Rinse and repeat. Yeah, it's more like later. Not my fault she got poisoned, you know. Take care. Oh, I will. Thank you for being so nice, even when you're supposedly sick and recovering. Anyway, I mean, I know you were, but, you know, we healed you. Sure. Yeah, I admit that fight could have gone a hell of a lot better, but it didn't. Against the Bone Dungeon's boss, Mr. Skeleton, or whatever the hell his name is. Yeah, I thought I'd just do this like this and try to get as much as I can done with it, you know. Instead of just like ending it in so many episodes, because at least I can do this without any problems, and I'm gonna do that. The only problem I have so far, not with me personally, like I have a problem, is them. Well, actually I do have a problem with it, but anyways, when it crashes. Or when the whole entire phone decides to go down for some dumb reason. And since it's got one, I'm just going to take it down with an axe. Yeah, it's weak against two things. Axes and, oh yeah, okay. Yeah, it's time for Earthquake. And, Earthquake as well. Yeah, these guys are pretty much weak against Earthquake and Cure. Those guys are not weak against Cure. Even this guy is not weak against Cure. And once again, we're going to have to use Earthquake because it's 3 of them. Whew, gosh. Like I said, if I have to, I will use a seed. I ain't worried about that. Then there's you. So I think I'm going to use an axe on Gorgon, because Gorgon, I think, is more prone to axe. There we go. And I leveled up to 10. Nice. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to use Cure on 2 of these. There we go. The more higher you are, the more spells you'll have as well, so that means I can use it more often, whichever I choose. So I am going to use Earthquake on this guy. Shouldn't be too hard to do. There we go. And I'm going to use Cure on you, because you only have 2. There we go. With 3 of them, it has more of a tendency to absolutely miss, which is never good when you're trying to use Cure to get through it all. Yep, we got like 10 seeds. You think that's going to be enough? No. Yeah, we're going to have to do it till we're satisfied, which is going to be, I want to say, at least 27. Yeah. Around there, I think. Yeah, about around 27 seeds is what we actually need to even accomplish what we need to do. Because 10 seeds ain't going to get us all the way through there. We're going to be using a bunch of, stuff. And we don't have to worry about doing any more battlefields until I go back to do it again later on. So, yes, I will be taking on all the battlefields before I head off into the almighty final dungeon of the game. But I'm gonna wait till later. What I mean by later, I mean it's like, when I'm actually close to the end, which is before I go to the deal. Come on. You're a dumb. So, yep. There we go. That's just the seed process right now. Where you gotta grind for seeds. Crazy as it may seem, and that it's not really all that worth it to get levels, because we don't need them as much right now, but we will need them as we go along. So probably would have been wise to go ahead and go fight off that one dungeon, but I'm trying to get enough seeds to go through it. And then in Seed Dungeon 2, which is going to be after that, we don't need as many seeds, so we won't have to go back and grind. We'll have to anyway for at least the last final places of the area where we got Phoebe from. So, I mean, we could either wait before we get there or do it afterwards. It doesn't really matter, because that dungeon there doesn't take very many seeds at all. There's not a whole lot to it. That's good, I would say, definitely. Yeah, I'm going to sit there and use Earthquake on this, as, you know, seems to be more effective. And I would use her, but she doesn't have anything useful right now. I mean, I guess I could be using spells, but to me it's a waste. Really it is, because I can just do this on my own. I mean, I could have been doing it by myself, but I'd rather not, you know, go by myself, just in case. Because, you know, these things also have a tendency to put confusion on you when you do it by yourself. So not a good proposition to do. Not to say that they wouldn't still anyway, but still I would definitely not recommend even doing this without, you know, a partner at least. You know that by the time I get done with her and everything else, I won't need a partner, but, you know, and when I get fairly strong enough, have enough, good enough protection and everything, yeah, pretty good. Hell yeah. I like how we haven't had to need to use Earthquake for a little bit there, except for one time for this. So yeah, that's pretty good. Sometimes, yeah, it comes with 3 characters or 3 monsters in the battle, and monster sprites, which is pretty good, I would say. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and attack you. And I don't want to attempt to do something that's gonna take longer than probably an hour or something. Because I don't know nothing about it, you know, but it is what it is. So, let's do status. Wow, look at that. Yeah, we're going to cut it off here in just a little bit, but I just thought I would do this as a deal, because this is a seed run, not the, you know, it's part of the 100% run, though. Plus, the more we can do, the better off we will be in the end. I know it's going to take a while to do this, but, you know, I can do this even more a little bit later. So, you know. Plus, I figure the more that we get it done, the more better off we don't have to do to go through. Oh, no, I didn't get through the game and stuff. So, well, you know, we're not even close to the end yet, but we will when we get through to get to Fireburg, and then on through to yeah, we're getting to the almost at the halfway point by the time you know, by the time we get through doing all that, yeah, so it'll be pretty good. I don't know why I keep going in here. There's no point going in there. So I mean, other than to see if whether or not Callie is going to be there. Not that it's going to make a difference, because, you know, eventually she will disappear from that area. Yeah, she does. And sometimes, for some reason, the game will glitch and have her in 2 places, which makes absolutely no sense. Which is very random at a 1% chance. Either way, I'm going to go ahead and save here. And that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to see you guys in the next episode, where we still have a ways to go. Until then, later.